Today I will start the second topic in installation, maintenance and testing. This particular topic includes commissioning of electrical installation in certain equipments. So commissioning, test required before commissioning, procedure to be adopted for commissioning the electrical equipment in respect of mechanical fixtures and alignment, electrical test and initial precaution for starting. These are the content of the topic number 2 in commissioning. Commissioning means whenever any electrical equipment, whether it is static or dynamic, when we want to commission it, then it has to follow certain steps. The steps are according to the type of equipment. Type of equipment means there are two types of equipments are there. One is static equipment or second is dynamic equipment. In static equipment there are different type of transformers are there, and in dynamic equipment there are different type of drives and motors. The ovens and furnace, they are also coming under static equipment. So whenever we want to commission whether static equipment or dynamic equipment, we have to follow 3 steps. First is mechanical fixing and alignment, and second is electrical test to be performed, and third is initial precaution to be taken to start. So we take example of static equipment, that is transformer or ovens or furnace. If we want to install or commission these equipment, so in first step we have to measure the dimensions of the equipment for the need of its installation space or the foundation. If suppose we want to install a transformer on pole, then according to rating of the transformer they can go up to 500 kVA and their voltage is 33 by 0.4 or 11 by 0.4 kV. So in this case there are 2 poles, either we can take RH joist rail pole or PCC pole. They are grouted in the pits with proper concreting, and then horizontal channels are fixed with the help of certain clamps on that, and then we have to put the transformer on those channels with the help of proper tightening arrangement with the help of nut and bolts. So different type of fixtures, spanners and other equipments are required, or tools are required to install the transformer on the base of the channel. Suppose transformer is to be installed on the foundation, that is either brick foundation or concrete foundation. Then in big substation of 33 by 11 kV or 132 by 33 kV, 220 by 132 kV and 400 kV by 220 kV. In all these type of substation the installation of the equipment, mainly transformer, it is to be kept on the foundation. Apart from this, there are certain other equipment are there, like circuit breaker, current transformer, potential transformer, then isolators, surge reactor, shunt reactor, surge absorber, or lightning arresters. So all these equipments are to be installed on the foundation, either of concrete foundation or brick foundation. In some cases, these transformer, that is CT, PT, lightning arrestor, isolators or breakers, they are also installed on the steel structure. This steel structure is made up of RH joist, a rail pole, or it may be lattice structure. Lattice structure means they are consist of different type of framework in the channel iron or angle iron. So this is to be done for the lightweight equipment which are coming under range of instrument transformer like CT, PT, lightning arrestor, isolators and all others similar type of equipment. Only the transformer, that is power transformer, this is the heart of the substation, which is to be installed on the brick foundation or concrete foundation. So what are the steps to be taken for this mechanical fixtures and alignment? Mechanical fixtures are normally angle iron or channel iron frames on which slots are given for fixing of the nut bolts, and frames are prepared according to base size of the equipment. In measurement, we take the size of the nut bolts to be provided on the base. Foundation bolts are to be provided on foundation on which the equipment is to be installed. So alignment in the static equipment, it is simple to match only the bottom of the equipment, take the measurement of the bottom portion lengthwise and widthwise, and locate the position of the nut bolt to be provided for fixing. If you want to fix directly equipment on the foundation, then have a marking of nut bolt on the foundation and grouting of foundation bolts carried out according to those marking and size. We want to put the transformer on the framework of the RH joist or iron structure. Then also similar procedure to be followed to locate or mark the different location of nut bolts and fixtures position. Alignment is a important step both in static and dynamic equipment. In static equipment, the alignment is to be done that the equipment should be perfectly horizontal, and for this perfectly horizontal installation, we have to take the help of spirit level. With the help of spirit level, we see the leveling of the particular equipment so that it become perfectly horizontal when it is placed on the foundation. So this alignment is known as the horizontal alignment for the foundation and the equipment. Similarly, vertical alignment is also an step is to be taken, and in vertical alignment we have to see that according to height of the equipment and the size of bus bar or the conductor to be connected on the particular equipment for providing supply or taking load. So we have to see the vertical alignment also. That alignment is important for fixing of the ACSR conductor or tubular bus bar or any type of jumpers to be taken from either taking into connection or taking off the connection. So take off the connection or taking into the connection, for both we have to measure the height of the primary and secondary bushings in case of transformer, and in case of protective equipments like breaker and CTPT and isolators, we have to check the height alignment of the terminals provided on this type of equipment. According to terminal height, we have to manage the height of the conductor on the structure. So vertical alignment, it is also important, and horizontal alignment is also important for the static equipment, whether they are transformer or any switch gear. Similarly, in case of rotating equipment, the alignment is very important, because in rotating equipment the alignment of the shaft, it should be perfectly vertical or horizontal depending upon the type of installation to be taken. If a motor is to be installed to run like a vertical shaft, then its rotor alignment should be done according to vertical procedure and adopt all the precaution for that. And if it is to be installed in horizontal position, then again we have to take all the precaution to have the perfectly horizontal position of that. So this alignment part, it is very important so far as the installation of the equipment is concerned. Mechanical fixtures, this is the one part is given in the article number 1, that mechanical fixtures normally it is provided for fixing or rigid fixing of the equipment on the foundation or on the structure. So the structure are two types, as I have told you. Either it is a civil work structure, that is concrete structure or brick structure, or it may be a metallic structure in some form of lattice structure or the angle iron or structure made up of RH joist or lattice structure. So mechanical fixtures, they are in form of foundation bolts, nut bolts, hooks and other fixtures as per the design or whatever type of specification provided on the static or dynamic equipment. So the fixtures part is that in which mainly the TNP required, that is tools and plants are required for fixing the structure. For static and dynamic equipment, we use different type of leveling instrument to check the level, horizontal level as well as vertical level. Different type of spanners, which are fixed spanners, round spanners, ring spanners, they are required for fixing work. The nut bolts, they are provided according to size. So there are types of nut bolts available in the field, in which hexagonal nut bolts, square nut bolts and round nut bolts. These are provided for the fixing. Similarly, there are eye bolt are also available. If we have to put proper stress or counterbalancing of the equipment on either side, then we have also to be used the eye bolts. These eye bolts can be provided with the catenary wire or the wire of 7/8 SWG for making proper tension if required in a equipment in such position where the balancing is necessary. In case of rotating machines or all type of machines or drives, main purpose for the equipment in case of mechanical fixing and alignment, the more stress is to be given for rotor balancing. Rotor have a shaft on which the rotor rotates inside the stator. The gap between rotor and stator is very limited. It is hardly 1 or 2 or 3 mm, in which we have to perfectly balance on 360-degree angle of rotation, so that complete balancing of rotor is done, so that it cannot touch at any point with stator at the time of rotation. Otherwise, what happen? There will be a short circuit between stator and rotor, and machine may damage or it may burn. So fixtures is a part in which we have to go for fixing of any equipment, either on a structure provided by steel structure or provided by civil engineering work structure, that is concrete structure or brick structure. Alignment is, as I have told you, in case of static equipment, vertical, horizontal, both alignment are required for proper connections on the terminals. Similarly, in dynamic equipments or the motors or drives, physically we have to see both the alignment, that is vertical and horizontal. So if you have properly balanced the surface of the drives on the foundation, then it is become easy to rotor balancing procedure. If the stator or the main body of the machine or motor or drives, if it is not properly leveled on the foundation, then it will be difficult to balance the rotor inside the stator. So we have to see first that our stator part of the motor, that is the body part, it should be perfectly horizontal according to the level of the foundation, and when we put rotor inside this, then the balancing can be easily done by certain balancing device. And with the help of this leveling instrument, that is spirit level, we have to check the leveling of the shaft with respect to foundation. So if the axis of foundation and axis of the shaft, they are perfectly horizontal and there is no any angle difference, then this is called a perfect balancing of the rotor. And then you fix the side covers of the motor and put the bearings etc. which are provided as per the design of the drives. So in static part, or when we discuss about the mechanical part of the fixtures, then in both machine, static and dynamic machine, these steps are to be followed. Other fixtures which are provided for the lighting arrangement, in which the high mast lamps are there, halogen lamps are there, sodium vapor lamps are there, mercury vapor lamps are there. They are to be installed on the street light. So here also mechanical fixtures are required. In mechanical fixtures, they are required in form of clamps, and they are provided with certain nut bolts. So for perfect horizontal position or perfect mounting position as required for the high mast fixing or the street light fixing on the pole, we have to check the vertical balance of the fixtures on the pole. Similarly, on high mast also, when number of different type of halide lamps are to be installed on that, then a perfect horizontal fixing of the clamps, it should be observed in that case, and according to that it should be lifted up and properly tightened on the proper position. So in case of static equipment like transformer, CT, PT, isolator, lightning arrestor, the static mechanical fixing is done by this method which I have described just now. In case of street light, we have to fix the different fixtures for the lamps. So they are given with the clamps and their proper size. It is matching with the size of the pole. Clamps are provided which are also matching with the design of the pole. Inclination for street light, the angle should be measured properly, and those clamps should be, or pipe used for that, it should be bent with a proper angle so that proper illumination will be there on the surface of earth. So this is the part in which we have discussed the alignment portion and the mechanical fixtures which are required for different type of equipment, whether static equipment or dynamic equipment. So today I will take this much only. Now electrical test what are to be conducted, it is I will take next time. Okay, today I have only given you the different procedure of alignment or fixing of mechanical fixtures and different type of tools required for that. In tools, maximum the spanners are required, tension machine is required, hydraulic machines are required, for clamping tools are also required, crimping tools also required. So these are the tools which are required for mechanical fixing or static fixing for the machines on the foundations or on the structure. So you list out all these whatever I have given, and according to that the procedure is simple. Spirit level is a very important instrument or the component part required here in the TNP for the balancing purpose or leveling purpose, and other measuring tapes will be required for measurement of length and width. So metallic measuring tape is also one of the important tools required for this. Then for putting of the equipment on foundation, we require different type of lifting machines are there. So rope lifting machine is required, chain pulley block is also required. So these are all help in fixing the particular type of equipment on the foundation with respect to its fixing in the perfect position. So in this particular article, because of time limit, naturally if I complete the topic, it take 1 hour, and naturally it become very lengthy to understand. So on watching on video, the limit of particular type of topic I have limited up to 30 minutes maximum. If I elongate the lecture for more than 30 minutes or 40 minutes, 60 minutes, so many things are oversighted, and completion of the content, it cannot be perfectly judged. So for today it is only up to the mechanical fixtures and alignment part which I have taken for all type of heavy or light machineries in electrical installation. So before commissioning, this first step is required to be done. Tomorrow I will take the second part of this, that is electrical test to be conducted before commissioning of the particular equipment on the foundation and before starting it. So for today it is sufficient. The next day, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whenever there is a time according to timetable, then I will take the next part of this particular chapter, in which we will discuss electrical tests are to be conducted before starting of the equipment, whether it is static equipment or it is a dynamic equipment or rotating equipment. So in electrical test, there are certain other equipments are required as compared to the mechanical work what we have done in fixing, that is mechanical fixtures and alignment. There are equipment required different types, which are type of instrument which may mostly use in civil engineering work and mechanical work. But when we discuss about the electrical test, then all equipment required which will be of electrical nature, and they are all electrical equipment for which we have to check the different type of parameters of the equipment which is to be commissioned, and according to that we will take the action for its measurement and testing. So these tests are definitely the number of tests have to be done after fixing the equipment on the foundation or structure. Whatever type of test recommended by the manufacturer, according to the manufacturer recommendation, we take those tests, and according to the standards we have to take certain tests that I will take. So that I will discuss rather. Practically all these possible when we actually perform the work in the field. Then all these things whatever I am discussing theoretically, it will come into picture practically when we do it in field. So far as the first part is concerned, in the mechanical fixtures and alignment, the position of vertical and horizontal alignment is important. Then leveling is important. Then alignment of the nut bolt with the frame of the equipment, on which whatever slots are given, according to those slots the alignment is necessary. If proper alignment is not there, then the operation of the equipment will be affected, and due to improper alignment there may be possibility of humming noise may be produced by the equipment, and sometime the equipment become unbalanced. Leakage of the oil, it may be possible if it is not properly balanced. If transformer is not properly balanced on the foundation, then oil leakage may be possible from the side of the transformer. Even we are provided the different type of bracings on that. According to those bracings, the alignment is proper, and then bracing will support the transformer from the side, so that it will be perfectly match the vertical position, so that the oil inside the transformer it have the proper level, and there is the this avoid the chances of any leakage from the cascade connections which are done on the top of the transformer, or oil leakage from the bushing that can also be avoided by properly fixing up these transformer on the plinth or on the foundation. So these are all the practical things which have to be done practically. At that time you can understand it better, but theoretically whatever to be taken, it is I have discussed in this. So next time I will take the electrical test to be performed after commissioning.